So one thing has become very painfully clear since I've had some time to analyze and digest what's going on with the GSXR 2026 1000 model, and kind of how I'm really feeling it's going to go this year. If they happen to get back into this, it's not going to go good for them. I'm telling you that right now. All right, so I did see a video from like a magazine, a motorcyclist magazine. They had put out a video, and people, you know, I guess the sentiment that I'm seeing, I kind of just want to set the record clear. I just don't really want to talk about it anymore, because I kind of feel like at this point there's really not much to talk about. Ultimately, what it comes down to, in my opinion, is that the only people that should be excited about the 2026 GSXR 1000 are people that live in the UK or in Europe in general. Because these are the people who have been without the bike since, I believe, like 2022. And so for them, it essentially is a new bike, because they haven't had it since then. And so in terms, I'm speaking of, if I were an example, if I was still living in Germany and my last GSXR 1000 was a 2022 and I just couldn't get it or whatever it is, I would be hella excited if I saw the 2026 come back, not only looking better slightly, but performing, well, I mean, supposedly performing better than before it got axed. You know what I mean? So ultimately, once you tune the bike, you know, personally, and get rid of the all the mumbo jumbo stuff that restricts it, it's going to be a very, very nice bike. For everybody else, though, this is not something to be excited about. Matter of fact, this bike wasn't for you or me if you're not living in Europe. It wasn't for us. This bike was for them. And so to me, it's just super cringy when you see people who either are making GSXR content or whatever it is that are like praising this bike for absolutely no reason. And it's pretty disgusting, in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying the bike is a bad bike. All I'm simply saying is that people are only doing that shit for a reason. And they're just playing good cop, bad cop at this point. Look, the bike looks great. It's got an amazing exhaust on it. It looks pretty cool. Throwback to the old bazooka style can exhaust systems that we saw earlier in earlier years, early 2000s and stuff like that. But let's just be honest, that stock exhaust is coming off immediately, right? I mean, let's just be real. Just like you took the stock exhaust off of every one of your bikes, if you like to mod, it's the first thing to go, usually, with a slip-on at that. So, you know, I don't even really want to hear anything about the exhaust. Once you remove that, the bike is down to two distinctive factors, and that is the colorway or the fairings, whatever you want to call it, and the winglets. That's it. The simple fact is that you're not going to be able to tell who has a 2026 besides the winglets and the exhaust. And the exhaust is going to go first, so then it's going to be like, oh, well, that's a really cool colorway. I wonder if that's monster fairings or if that's custom design. Like, besides that, it being very distinctive with like the anniversary badges and stuff like that, the bike is essentially the same. And so I think next year, what we're going to end up seeing, obviously, is going to be a refresh paint scheme that is not 40th or anniversary style. And so to me, it's just going to be back to the bike looking the same exact way. So again, people being excited, I don't get it. But the most telling thing, in my opinion, is this. If they honestly believe that they are going to jump back into World Superbike, for example, and dominate the likes of the BMW M1000 and the Ducati V4R, they're sadly mistaken. I mean, Yamaha is struggling, which is why they're going to a different V4 platform. The Bimona freaking ZX-10R, basically that's what it is struggling. They're the only other bike that's doing very well is the Fireblade. And I mean, come on. Like, it's not going to stack up against the competition no matter what. So let's just stop the cap, stop the bullshit. Suzuki ain't coming back to race nobody in no form or fashion. Get over it.